Rising over the rest of the Seat of Secrets is Schloss Mordenheim, the great house of Dr. Victor Mordenheim. You have been led by Adam across the narrow channel that divides the mainland with the island that the Schloss is located on. Not too far from Elisa's old hunting grounds, the Isles of Agony, farther to the north. But Adam has led you around to the back of where the Schloss is, and you've been creeping through the underbrush and the snow, kind of parting your way through as they continues to pile on, and the wind whips against you. The sun has hidden behind the clouds, and the light flurries have become more of a tempestual gale. But as you make your way up to the stone walls of the Schloss, Adam gestures towards a service entrance. You can see kind of this iron door with bolts along the sides of it built into the side of the place. And he moves up and produces that same device he had earlier, kind of flips it around, puts it in, and then presses a button as the door slides to the side with the grating of metal. He quickly gestures for you to come in.
All right, ready to go.
This will take us to the incineration chamber. Let us hope my timing is correct, that she hasn't changed up the schedule.
What will you do from here? You should leave.
Agree. Yeah. You do not wish for me to remain here and assist, just in case.
What would you be assisting with?
The escape. This door will not stay open. It will need someone to...
Don't worry about the door. I can take care of that.
If you say so, then I shall take my leave. Thanks. I have warred between whether I would consider you a father or a cruel god. Perhaps this is the day you will show me which. I hope it is. May the mists guide your path.
I want to study the door.
Yes.
Based on recent transgressions in certain places with mechanics, I would like to know what it would take for me to manipulate the door through time to open and close it.
The easiest way to do that would be to manipulate the lock.
Fair. Thank you.
And not the door itself.
Right. It's the most discreet way to do it.
That's yes.
For record, I once tried to open the door, Borgfulus, and realized that my time manipulation only affects one object, so even though the door was going up, the mechanics were not, and caused quite the explosion. Oops. Knew it, my chronomancy. Apologies.
That was a long time ago.
A long time ago in the galaxy far away.
The stench of, trash wafts its way towards you. It is almost as if the air is denser kind of ahead. Like there's this sort of visual miasma of the stench and the sort of the remnants that have particles and things that have emanated off of one. You do not want to even guess at what some of the things in this trash heap are.
On the way over, actually, I was going to give everyone a dose of glow rune pigments, which will give you advantage on Constitution and Strength saving throws.
Ooh. You mean save my dust, because I get those anyway.
Okay. How long does antitoxin last for? I'll read it.
A fair bit. I think it lasts for a reasonable time.
It might be the right time to drink one of those things, too. All right, let's do some prep. Let's do some prep. You made armor? No.
You mean the poison and disease, which means you can have a real good time.
Yeah. Jesus.
You rolling around in the trash?
Like a dog.
Not yet.
Give me time.
Comes up looking like a porcupine full of used hypodermic needles.
Oh, shit.
What's going on?
Wait.
Oh, those are 100%. Those are in here too.
Yeah.
If I cast any paladin spells, it would make this place very apparent.
The mists of Ravenloft do not seem to enjoy paladin features. The spells you might get away with, as it's still the same type of magic that clerics and other things might use, but I'll leave that up to you to determine.
I just want to bring this up because it is similar to another situation we found ourselves in. It was mentioned earlier with the fire, but keep in mind that there may be a lot of living creatures here that are not obvious in their appearance. If we are in her laboratory, don't do things that could cause severe collateral damage, or you may be killing innocent people.
No meteor swarms.
And you have the ability to see the invisible, correct?
Yes.
And you will have that vision capable.
Yes. He adjusts his... Yep.
The door stands open.
Well, let's go.
One more thing. There is something else that Ava taught me. It is a special way of preserving somebody if they do die here in Ravenloft. You can preserve them to save them later. Up to 10 days. If you have, I don't know, do I know if any of you have like gentle repose or that? If something happens, you know what will happen if you try to do what Loholt wanted to do outside of that bar. So instead, that is what you need to do. Get out of Ravenloft with whoever it is. I can do it as well. And then we can try to undo what has been done. Does everyone understand this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that gentle repose?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't resurrect in here.
Based on my knowledge gathering of these two, of Merrick's and Elise, and guessing that Victra would be very much, who does Victra want to incapacitate more? Elise?
100% Elise.
Yeah.
Then I will walk up to Elise and I will clasp her shoulder and say, there's not a chance that she would be taking you today. This is when I cast Warding Bond.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, that's the one that if
You start taking damage, I take it for
you're going to take
50?
50-50, right?
So you get a +1 AC now,
Okay.
and to your saving throws. You have resistance to all damage. Each time you take damage, I take the same amount.
Oh, so it is essentially a 50.
Okay.
Mechanically, it's a 50-50.
Yeah, true.
But you have resistance to all damage. The spell ends if I drop to 0, so my million death wards won't save me here, but at least the first one will kick in. Because I have all this vitality boons and stuff, so my hit points, I can spend my whole turn just recovering.
Wait, okay. Is it the moment you drop to 0? So if I spare the dying, that would bring him back to 1 immediately?
So he already will be brought back up to 1, but the spell will end.
Yeah. Also, you have to be within 60 feet of me for it to work.
At all time.
It won't break.
Well, we'll be in a laboratory
if I'm not-
probably, so more or less way
Close, yeah.
Okay,
I've got you. You will be protected.
thank you.
All right, let's get moving here. I was first to enter, so we get that spell slot back. I'll go first if no one else feels.
All right, the king and gentle repose. I can't raise.
This is one of those moments where, Melf, as you enter, it's one of those rare moments where you kind of regret the fact that elves have such heightened senses.
I was going to say,
The stench is palpable, your eyes begin to water, and even your ears are offended by whatever is going on in this place.
what is that dripping sound? It's disgusting.
There's like a squelching slosh. Yeah. But yes, you do enter into the darkness. You can see heaps of filth and trash, garbage in all directions. You do see things like hypodermic needles. You see like various scrap. And you can also make out what looks to be some rotting flesh but also preserved flesh, like just body parts that seem to just kind of sit there forever encased.
Do you have a detect magic going, Mark?
Sure.
Okay. I'm just sort of wondering if
Yeah, detect magic is a reasonable thing to keep up, yeah.
Okay. Either that or I would.
So far, you're not detecting any magic.
Okay. Holler if you see anything.
Okay.
All right. Tunnel. Right out.
Yeah, so it does appear, so what it appears is you're in sort of this room. This room looks like there's a service room, and you can see all the trash and everything. And there's like conveyor belts and various other mechanical things that would look like you could sort trash and things like that. Various levers, dials, switches, and other mechanisms. The trash seems to come in on another room, but the only way to get into that would be to climb into the mechanisms and then head on in.
Up to the conveyor belt?
Yeah.
How big is the opening? Is it large enough?
It's like a 10-foot wide.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite large.
Okay. Up we go. All right.
Okay. And so you're leading the way. Okay. As you make your way further in, you have to basically start actually like shutting down some of your senses because you can't. And you do see that the walls are coated in this slimy substance. It's like every color all at once. You're not fully sure what. Your dark vision kicks in. You really wish it didn't. Some of the...
It's like turning on a light like the hotel.
Ow. Basically, yeah. It's like your infravision is like that black light. As you see, some of the body parts are still warm. They're still emanating a little bit of heat. Like it's kind of still somewhat fresh. And there's fluids and matter of different strange substances.
It looks like a spleen. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to know what any of that stuff is. But as you are looking at it, you do notice a little bit of movement just in the corner of your eye.
Okay.
As you look, you do see just kind of this head just floating.
Does it look like, am I getting beholder tick or just a severed human?
A severed humanoid head.
The distance?
It's approximately 20 feet up in the air, and it's kind of just floating around, kind of looking.
Okay. I will fly up there and grab it with my other hand.
Okay. Just give me a quick D20 roll.
Sure. 17.
Oh, yeah. You are able to grab it, at which point it immediately begins screaming. Intruder! 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 Which I'm assuming you're going to shut it up. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if you would like to give me an initiative roll, and if you can beat its initiative, we'll assume that you shut it up the moment that it begins shouting.
Now we'll see. Oh, initiative. At least I get advantage.
Wait, guidance.
Okay.
Well, should we do that so that's me?
Yeah.
Guidance is now a reaction.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Athas.
No, that was a bonus. It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
It's still an action, but it only
But I can still do guidance. No?
still targets skill.
Oh, tech skills. No,
Oh, really?
yeah, it is.
Just said it was skill,
I
but
thought
that's it.
The
I would-
D20 test is initiative not a D20.
It is a D20 test, but guidance specifically now states that you target a skill
Does it?
when they make a check with that skill, they get the bonus. So it is very much a preparatory spell, not a reaction.
You said you choose with a skill, so you might actually also say
I won't persuasion bonus, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
But will my alert still to kick in, knowing that the thing is going to react?
I'd say that if you were aware of its existence, I don't know if you before Mel saw it. I'm feeling like he went in, saw it, immediately went for it.
Yeah. I thought it had seen us already. And it hadn't said anything, so I didn't want to just kill it.
I got a 15. A 15. It does scream several times before you finally manage to stab it in its head.
Yes.
Its body? It's just the head. I don't know. You stab it in the table lunch.
Yeah.
It's fleshy reading, and it just finally stick
Stick it into the ear and scramble around it a little bit.
just kind of drops to the ground. And you all would have heard that echoing.
That didn't take long.
There are body parts everywhere.
Yes.
Can we then grab a bunch of body parts and kind of lay them out onto the ground as if they were grab a head, grab a whatever laid out?
As you begin to
put a
that,
dagger in
you're a distinctive
is the incinerator behind us?
one of us. Warm. It's kind of everywhere.
Oh.
Okay.
Hold on.
So the incinerator got turned on.
The door, kind of iron doors begin to crank down.
Run.
Okay.
Yep.
Run.
Dash for the door.
If you would like to dash, so you have two options available to you now. You may dash for the door to escape back where you were, or you could try to get up the chute.
Oh. I'm going up.
Yeah, you're flying, so
I'm going up.
Got misters are smoking.
Anyone not going?
I've got a carpet. You want?
If I can jump on your carpet, I can no longer use my broom.
Oh, spear.
Reattune.
Spear over smoking pipe, go to my left boot.
The pipes levitate up.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Just a yes.
Okay.
I'll take a lift on the carpet, so the bolt might go in here.
Sounds good. Have fun.
Okay. The sounds of mechanics continue to churn in the sides as you see the fiery glow of heat begin to emanate from below.
As soon as we are up beyond where it appears to be emanating from, I'll drop a wall of force over the surface of the...
As we're going up,
That's good.
that's really good. But as we're up, just as he's canceling that, can I see some of the mechanisms that are igniting?
Yeah, you can see it's like running up. It's up the chute.
I'm going to reverse a few of them.
Okay. Combination of that, plus then the wall of force goes up as you soar up to the top. You see the fire blasting against the wall of force, kind of just all enclosed in this thing, which, I mean, you know, when that wall of force goes, that's physics. You're going to have fun with that.
Yeah.
As all of the gases from all the expulsions and the burning is currently now in a confined space. There is nowhere where it to be released.
Concentration.
Yeah. Well,
10 minutes.
okay. Got a little time.
Get out of the...
Yeah, we got 10 minutes. Yeah, well, it's going to go kind of boom, probably.
Yeah.
That's 10. Okay.
So you are flying up the chute, Melf. You're in the lead.
I'm in the lead.
Okay. How are you? Are you now that things have kind of settled below? Are you continuing to sail up? And what's your game plan?
Do I see a top?
You do. You see a little bit of light, and you think you can hear voices echoing.
Okay. I will stop 5 feet above the top and listen.
Okay. You hear a voice.
Intruders. Very good, very good. It is just as the Outlander said, isn't it, Eva? Oh, that's right, I muted you. Yes, yes. Very good, we must prepare.
Haste. And then I'm gonna say to them, like, I'm attacking, so I'm gonna go
Okay.
forward.
And you dive.
Yeah.
Okay. I will give everyone a haste of reaction.
Thank you. Okay.
It's because he's signaling. You have a split second to notice that he's like,
Assuming we're not in initiative and putting haste on her,
okay.
I can maintain because I'm having Stinky handle the haste and I'll handle, keep the wall of force for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure make sure we're a reasonable distance away before we grab that.
Okay. Elise, you had something you wanted to do?
No.
Okay.
I guess I'll guidance myself right now.
Sure. What skill would you like to pick?
I don't like this having to choose what skill first.
It's called balance.
Listen, you. I think. Let's just in case. What would you say? Would it still be like Arcana in here for me to determine certain things? I don't know what else.
So I'd say I'd allow that. Yeah, I think.
Or, you know what? I'm just going to take perception just in case. I'll do perception.
Okay.
And my Arcana's high.
So you all kind of see Melf dive up.
I also bonus action and go into Blade Sync too, sure.
Fellows strong and fellows true, it's time to test our spirit true. Impossible choices here and now, we'll trust in our love somehow. Look at the top, face Elise's fears there. Once we're there, we're together, we'll not die when we get to the top. And then we'll just go for it. So I'll use Bardic Inspiration.
Of this trash chute are amazing.
He stops. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Bardic Inspiration if you need it there, because you're going to be first to hit the brunt.
Yep.
Ready? So he is. Okay, just look at that. Hit that. Let's go to Spiring Ground Sighting, not to haste myself. Okay. Melf, you surge up into what, I mean, if you think laboratory and you think mad science, this is exactly what you're seeing. Chambers, you're seeing tubes, vast and small. You're seeing slabs, shelves of books and desks filled with scattered papers in all directions. You are also seeing just all manner of just half-complete projects, like creatures very similar to what you saw moving around in Ludendorff, kind of half built and still in process of being constructed. You see body parts strewn about, bubbling vats, and arcing electricity between various coils. And standing in that, to one side, there is a slab where you can see a young woman kind of just laying there, very inert. And on another side, you can see another slab with an older man who seems to be wrapped in bandages and has a bunch of mechanisms all connected up to him. And you then also can see that there is a shelf with a few jars with kind of brains floating in them. And there is a woman, white, short-cropped hair, long white lab coat, currently holding what appears to be some sort of glowing green knife, kind of just examining it. And she kind of like about faces as you surge up.
Okay. I would like to.
She's a little surprised.
I would like to stab her and
Go for it. Give me an attack roll.
with a shocking grasp, even. All right, so here we go. That's not great, but no, I'm pretty sure I'll hit anyway.
She's wearing a lab coat.
Yeah, so I have plus 15 into the. Yeah, plus 14 actually. So that's 23.
That will hit.
Okay, so 23, and I will do.
This is the spear?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 13 points plus 10 points of some kind of damage that will randomly be
Roll a d8.
1. It's actually
1 acid.
You were attacking.
It's attacking.
and then it will take an additional 46 from my shocking grasp.
Go for it.
So thank you. Oh, great. So that's 11 plus 3, 14.
A total of 14.
Additional.
What does the acid do?
Did you total that all up for me? Or?
I got it.
Okay. All right, fantastic. That will attack number 1.
Total of 37. Well, so I will stop you there before you move on. As you lunge forward with the spear and you stab it directly through her, she just sort of... And his entire midsection erupt open, and then Loholt, you also immediately feel an entire massive pain strike your chest.
Which I guess you would hear from down below, because I think you darted in there.
Sorry, I'm waiting for the actual mechanical.
So you're going to take 37 damage, but you're resistant to it, and then you take half of 37.
18 each.
Ish.
Audibly scream.
Does the green knife have any contact with the acid?
No.
Okay.
It was very dead center.
Okay.
I simply must ask you to please stop doing that. You will be damaging the goods. And it sounds like you've brought her straight to me. Oh, lovely.
All right, how do we handle this? Are we in initiative still, or?
Yeah, because
She's not doing any offensive, so you can keep stabbing her if you like.
No, I was once I being pretty smart. I figured it out, and Nell's way smarter than me. So I'm going to Big B's. I'll drop my haste, and I'll get into Big B's grasping hand, and basically grapple her with it.
Okay. There will be a moment between you doing those things that the rest of you, if you would like, could.
It's in my deck.
Exactly.
But this is before initiative, right?
So just to be clear, you do use your hasted action to cast a spell. The loss of haste will then sort of like...
Oh, yeah. It's like my haste with my attack.
Yeah, and then you will be able to do that. So there is...
But also loss of haste causes...
That's what I'm saying. So there is about 1 round worth of time where Melf is between actions.
Okay.
So you're all still down in the chute, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dan?
Okay.
I will look at Elise. I don't know what just happened.
No, I just felt a sharp pain in your chest while Elise screamed.
And I got this pain. I will.
Are you still Axel?
Yep.
Axel screamed. Mm-hmm.
I'll use a bonus action for Boon of Recovery to get back some D10s here. Use some D10s, naked D10s to roll, and just get myself those 18 hit points back. I'll just roll 2. That's 10. So, can I choose or just pick them and go? Let's keep going.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you get to as you go. You get to choose how many you do as you go.
Okay, I'll put half of them in there and get rid of those 18 points. Okay, just I'm going to need as much hit points as possible. I think.
The time reverses on your body.
Fine, looks good. Yeah. And then for an action, I'm on the carpet, so there's not much I can do there. But I will cast protection from good and evil.
Does that negate the concentration of your connection?
I don't think the Warning Bond is concentration. Okay. I think it's like, well, I didn't read that, but it might be. If it is, I'm not doing that. In which case, we'll move to the next person.
Very well. Merrick's anything, or Elmis or Elite?
I would tap Elise, Axel, and do a Cure Wounds. So I'll tell her something.
I can do something. I just wanted to make sure I could.
Not concentration.
When you say glowing green blade, you know what it is. So that would change it with a spell.
That's right.
Because if you said she's holding a blade,
Oh, the hit. See last bad.
yeah, that's what you meant.
Yes.
If that's
Just
right,
now.
I'm not going to cast it.
Oh, well, it's 35.
35?
Gave you 35 hit points.
Oh, good, because I was already down.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I thought I would have given you more before.
Yes, let us all come up and have a nice chat.
from where I am, she is within 60 feet.
I think so.
By the way, if they're coming over,
Within range, doesn't say I have to see her, but I hear her.
Oh, you hear her.
Sleep.
Interesting. What saves on that?
It's a wisdom save.
Good. None of that, thank you.
She gave herself a little electric.
Yeah, a little bit of a adrenaline shot.
What was known as
Legendary resistance.
legendary.
yeah, that's
Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm hasted.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Okay.
curling cast.
Not only spell, it still spells. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
spells still. I can only do it with an attack then. Okay, well, I'm awake until I'm back up.
That's quite enough. Everyone out, please. Unless you wish to see Eva submerged in a vat of acid, or perhaps I could have her smashed to pieces. Or, even better, graft her onto an automaton and have her crush your life out from your bodies.
Now it's not the time for fighting.
I was going to try to kick the blade out of her hand since I couldn't use a spell, but I'm getting the point she wants to parlay. Okay.
I'm looking over to you just as a, like, should we go up? Yeah, all right. We are.
I'll drop the saving.
You all emerge. Okay. There we are. Very nice. So good of you to join me at my humble abode. Forgive me for not being dressed appropriately, but I was not expecting you to be unexpected.
I'm going to circle around behind her just in case.
She doesn't seem to pay you much mind. Good.
That was a long time for us to climb up.
Well, you're flying, so it wouldn't take very long.
6 seconds?
Sure.
Sleep.
Okay.
I could do it too.
Listen, are we going to do this all day? You can't leave. You've already lost.
Then there's no reason for me not to kill you.
You can certainly try, but I feel like you might be friends with my friend here. Well, as you've just witnessed yourself, I can feel no pain, no damage, no wound can rend me.
Let's not be hasty.
For I and my love are tied like fate's bondage wrapped around us.
Look down. I am Axel still.
She knows someone's there. She knows you're one. It's one of you.
Well, yeah.
So she's just looking around in general. She knows it's not him. That's about it. Unless you're looking like Merrick. Shoot, if I don't think you are. No.
Listen,
Now then, we can make this very fast. You tell me which of you is Elise. You come with me. And
All right.
as a show of good faith,
Had a disguise. I'll become Elise.
Ah. Well, there's an easy way to test PCR, isn't there? Because we can't be too careful in this line of work.
Oh, you do. I can't actually. Oh, she didn't do I'm trying to get my voice right here.
She will kind of begin examining you. You see, magic is such a false representation of reality. It is something.
She's doing that with a relic steel dagger.
She's holding it, but she hasn't.
Using magic?
She's not using magic.
Okay.
She's just examining.
Okay, so a weird question.
Yes.
I don't know how this works. I'm going to put it to it. I have magic that protects me from all divination spells.
Sure.
I guess it's not true sight. I was just trying to see if it would protect.
I was going to say, she kind of looks around you, but what she will say is, magic is such a falsitude. It lies of reality. And, funny enough, illusions cannot create light. And she looks directly at your chest that is appearing to glow, but in fact is giving no light off.
Stopping.
A cunning try, but I am a super genius that none can deny.
Well, let's kind of walk toward her.
And who is this? A new thing for Naya.
He takes his cloak out and he wraps it around his hand and he puts his new cloak out and he goes, put the dagger in my hand.
I shall do no such thing. It is my newest experiment. Imagine firearms. Imagine armor. Imagine so much. It's as if it is electrical and yet...
This does not belong here. If you want what you think you want, you'll begin the negotiation with an entry level, and that dagger will open the negotiations.
Why should I give you anything? I have all the power here.
What I learned is that the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many, and if I need to, I will slay her here, specifically to get us out. Hand the dagger.
I think that's a deception.
Yeah, that's very much a bluff. Very much a bluff. Yeah, there's no way. No way.
I put my spear blade back.
I'm going to reach into my ancestral recall to give myself proficiency on this one, which will then bring it to 17 plus 8 is a 25.
I'll
Okay.
do we need a flash of genius on that?
Yes.
Then we'll make it a 32.
This is a hell of a bluff. It's gonna need C.
Okay, then can I now choose as my action, can I guidance him also on that and say it's for persuasion?
Well, I'm doing
Choose a
deception.
Oh, wait,
I'm doing deception right.
deception?
Where's persuasion?
Deception?
I suppose you can.
This is a do we guidance.
You can just about the guy do. So the spell. So the thing about, I'm gonna tell you right now, what was it, 32? Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I was going to say, because I could also try to lend in. I'll just run her through that behind you.
That up's fine.
I filtered it.
Ooh, yeah, she does. You do kind of catch like
She looks super stoic with
Yeah.
white eyes.
you do kind of catch like a little bit of a twitch. It's like she's like trying to read your face and she can't, and she doesn't know.
I know what happens when a Dreadlord is killed. And I don't care what happens after you reconstitute. All that matters is that I will be gone and I will take things that you hold dear with him.
With you would travel this way. This, Elise.
I am bound by duty.
Then what is your duty, O Sail Knight?
Give me the dagger.
And that will stop you from your rampage?
That will prevent you from having to spend some time in the mists.
I see. Well, I can't have my greatest creation being destroyed, so I suppose I shall have to humor you. But you will never get it out of Lamordia anyway.
We'll see. And I'll make sure I got it and wrap it in the cloth.
I have what I need from it anyway. I think I can replicate it. Now then.
The dagger's out of your hand.
Out of her hand, yeah.
Sleep. Run out.
All right.
Well, you'll be incapacitated, and then at the end of your turn, then you make the second one.
Just let it rest now.
Okay, so really quickly, we don't have very much time.
It's the move.
The move is, first of all, Did she close the borders? Is this what we think? Did she close?
You look out the window and see that there is a torrential windstorm blizzard.
Yeah, she
It is as if the Fimbulvet of Norse mythology has reached Lamordia. The snow and ice are encroaching on the windows to the point where not even a bird could survive.
But we could teleport to the border.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're
So we can't get out. The whole point is that I wanted to put her to sleep. We grab the body with the brain, with her brain in it, and we get out.
All right, free the body, free the young woman.
Yeah, it's so as you move over to the body, you can kind of like you just do a quick cursory glance and you see that like she's hooked up to all these wires and things.
That's good.
And you can see that there appears to be like life, like the heart is beating, but there's just like nothing behind me.
Where's the brain with my locate object? Where is?
It'd be the middle one on the shelf.
Okay.
Listen, we are powerful. We have a plan. It has failed. We must parlay with her. My gut tells me that if we leave this place, those borders are closed. We are only killing everyone in here.
Is everything I can do to keep it together right now with her not knowing if it is me or not?
It might be.
She knows it's one of us.
There might be another way. Let's get the.
Oh, that's better.
Sleep. Right, I'm going to bind your hands.
All right, sure. Get the brain room.
What if we teleport Elise out, so she's not actually here anymore?
Frisk her. Anything?
Oh,
Yeah,
a pharmacy.
yeah. I think that's a good one. You also get that brain. Hold on. What about you, Al?
What if we teleport her out with the brain?
Out to where?
To the border point that we marked.
I can't walk through.
Right, but you're at least not in this room with her.
One of us has to go with her.
And you've got the brain.
Yeah, it'll have to be me to use the... Yeah, okay.
To use your sock.
All right, I still think we should go... There is a possibility. I think let's go now. We've got the brain. Let's try and go to the border point.
All of us?
Yes.
Can she not just sleep? Can she not just... Wait, let me sure. I'd be sure that I do. Sleep.
I mean, you also just suspended.
But it also quite also... Why did this come like that? Spend a minute. Okay, I failed on sleep. But
Why did you not tell me that I couldn't stab this?
I did.
Said I couldn't kill one.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
semantics for now.
Okay.
The reality...
Well, I'm sorry.
If we go to the border, we'll be stuck in the snowstorm. That could whip us and destroy us. To go through the mist is one thing.
I could cast Wish. The wish that she thinks she's the border.
So, yes. Wish is a dangerous spell to cast in the midst of Ravenloft because it tends to twist into certain forms. It's a very risky thing to do, but it can work. And that type of wish is definitely going to have some interesting consequences.
All right.
But it could work.
Or a wish that we had passage through the blizzard, through the mist this one time, something limited.
Well, there's something else. He pulls out a whistle. Was I able to get from it with identify?
It appears to... Based on what you know, though, that mist talismans are a thing.
Yes.
It appears to be a form of mist talisman that instead of allowing you to traverse the mists to arrive at a domain, it calls the domain to you.
Does that mean we could step into Bonephia?
Well, it would be whatever domain is.
Oh, you don't have a control over it, or
It's associated to the talisman.
It is a way out.
It is a way
I
out.
think it is a way out.
You could use it right here.
Yes. I'm saying we get
We don't have Emma's body.
way. That's true.
Or we have a young...
All right, that's...
I'm saying teleport. The brown should be, the bottle should be at the place. We told them to bring the bottle.
Signal the dudes.
We did.
Signal. Oh, we did.
I did. When we were
So we teleport to the border, and then we
just the body, and then use it with
The whistle.
yes.
and then you do this surgery in Barovia with no.
Try. It's better options.
How about we just do the surgery here?
Unless you want to stay and talk to her.
How about we just do the surgery now and keep her...
You think we can keep this going for?
I mean, she's tied up.
We know how. We know how.
sockets.
Okay.
This is a dreadlord. What's the power level here? We know how to put her to sleep again, to talk. Why don't we parlay with her? And if we need to talk amongst ourselves, just put it back to sleep.
Okay.
All right. I'm just asking.
I am Axel.
If you want... okay, if someone wants to... People who can teleport, if someone wants to go and get Ava's body, I could try and work on it while you parlay.
This would be the place to do it.
I mean, essentially, yes. I wasn't planning on it, but I mean, this is the best opportunity we have. I'd love to try and fix this man over here too, but on the other hand, that's kind of a lost cause.
I'm sure you want me to go. No, is it a teleport? Like, I can teleport twice if we need it.
So can I.
Who's going to pick up? So the question here is, who's picking up Ava's bodies? And you can use higher level slots on a teleport too.
Yeah. You grab Ava's body. Okay. I'm going there. I have another reason.
Oh.
I want my sock back. No.
All right, so what is the land?
So Ava's body is where your sock is.
Yeah.
So are you...
You're going to use the 2/7.
Are you using the slots, or is he using it?
By the way, I'm using time sense. I'm using my my paladin ability timekeeper to know the duration of when if they're just gonna wake up again, just to continuously signal a message to put her back to sleep.
Sounds good.
Okay, but one of the two of you is getting her body. Do we know who?
Somebody go get the body and bring it back.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Who's doing that?
So
You got the body.
Okay.
So the point
I'm going.
is that a parlay is going to be happening. I'm going to assume that unless something dramatic happens, I'm going to be focused over in the corner, trying to put a body back.
Yeah, this is like Wakanda. You're trying to.
So if you guys are asleep or busy, and I won't be doing what I can.
And I don't want to parlay anyway because it usually goes bad with those. So I'll get out of it.
And meanwhile, I mean, we've got the girl here, so the hope would be to put the girl's brain back in her body. If
They want to do like a full. So I will let you know, as an educated super genius,
yes,
that's at least a 2-hour procedure for total.
I mean, that's what I'll tell you guys. We're looking at 2 hours here.
Gag her and hook her up to some sort of something to keep her.
I'm knocking her out. I can knock her out.
Yeah, no.
It's not easier. I'm saying it's just, I think he's saying it's going to be 2 hours sitting here in this lab trying to keep Victra unconscious.
Put her under. Shoot her full of drugs.
Well, I mean, I'm sharing that info with you, so this is going to take me
Shoot
2
her
hours.
full of drugs.
If you shoot her full of drugs, does that shot affect people linked to her?
Not me.
You expect it to go like this?
Oh, you're talking about, so we're talking about different people here. I'm talking about shooting full of drugs. I'm talking about the body of Ava. So I'm talking about Ava right now. So I'm saying I'm working with Ava's body and the girl, and I'm working on that's going to take 2 hours. I'll figure out what to do with
I
it.
could add to the conversation.
I said,
All right.
shoot her full of drugs.
So hang on. She just,
There is no possible way that you could ever manage to undo my mastery.
you want to make it interesting?
The swapping of brains is an art that I myself have developed. There is no way that you could possibly. All right.
I'm going to drop my semen.
Well, isn't this interesting? Merrick's de Kenneth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, that goes around.
Well, so happy for you to join us. I trust you had a fine journey.
Oh, yeah, lovely. Love the trash ride you got going on here, and it's very, very gothic romance.
What are you doing with Elise, then?
As she looks over at the remaining 3 individuals.
Well, she's such a such a lovely girl. I just
Let's leave her 2 remaining individuals.
You take my loving embrace once.
anyhow.
He's starting to kind of suspect it's not.
You are.
What do you want?
I want Elise. If you want Ava, I can put her brain back. She will be of no more use to me once I have what I want. You give me Elise, I give you Ava, a fair trade.
All right. So, pretty strong. I'm just going to pick her up and turn her around so she can't see her.
Oh my!
And put her in a rear naked choke and start choking her out. Yeah. What happens?
Oh, does it?
Well, that's not pleasant. What strong arms you have. They would fit so well on my newest son.
All right, I'm going to choke a little harder. Like, does she pass out or
If that's what your goal is.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. But she doesn't.
No.
Fantastic. Okay. We got so much time as we need.
So here's, if we put her, or keep her passed out or whatever, we can have the surgery done. And then when we want to have the borders opened, I will turn myself over to her. But I'm not staying here.
Volfolk is freaking out right now.
You're not going to turn yourself over. I'll just keep choking out. Let's fix this and let's use the dog bless and get out of here.
I know how to do this.
Is she normally like this?
Yes.
Where is her power? I don't understand. We're literally dealing with a dreadlord.
She doesn't care.
Not
You've
all
missed her
dreadlords-
point.
Yeah, not all dreadlords are all powerful. They're being punished.
She can't be killed. We can't get away. She doesn't care that we're knocking her out because she doesn't think there's any way out of this.
I see. She's confident.
Yes.
Arrogantly so.
If you give... What?
I can't hear you.
If you give yourself up, I'm hoping that
Right.
the unconscious is unconscious. Check. Okay.
Well, I have unconscious.
I have an amulet for Mystara that can get you out of here into the realms. You, or whoever I give it to. One person. So you could give yourself up and then
Come back.
to the realms.
You would have no idea where they are.
I have another plan. Here's the plan.
That's a good
I
place.
give myself up. We ensure the border is open. The borders are open. And you say, how many teleports do we have left?
Once I bring the body back, I'll be done. He'll have 2 teleports.
Roger, I could. I mean, they're talking about doing the surgery, so yeah.
If you brought the body back, then when you went back to the point, you would have seen a couple of flesh construct creatures dragging a kicking and screaming Madame Ava's body through the snow, trudging as the ice and the blizzard torrentially pours against you. You're going to take at least 20 cold damage just in the process of being there.
Okay.
As ladies to drag her and hand her over to you, still screaming into not understanding, still screaming and not understanding, as they say,
Delivery.
All right. Is it still 5th?
Well, thank you. And I will teleport up.
7.
Okay. So it took the place of mass teleport.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's right. I have 2.
Yep. Poof. I'm back.
a ice-coated Belf.
Right.
This is what I suggest the plan is. You get to work, we keep her incapacitated. As soon as she wakes up, or asleep, as soon as she wakes up, we tell her we have debated it. I give myself over to her, but I want proof before we untie her that the borders are open.
And the whereabouts of the Sword of Cass.
She's not.
Ava's doing it.
Ava knows
That's
that.
why Ava's. Yeah.
She opens the border. I tell you, go teleport to the border. But instead, earmuffs. Instead, you teleport 30 feet below us in the chute.
Why?
I'm looking like
Because then I'm going to stab her and instantly get to 30 feet, and then you instantly teleport us to the border. And we go. Double teleport fast, before she realizes what's happening. Oh no, but I'll sleep her again. She won't be able to open it. I will watch her open the borders. I put her to sleep, stab her, teleport. I will take a little pain. So will you? Teleport, walk through the borders. That is the plan. If she gets me and it doesn't work, goodbye.
I don't like any plan like this, but I like your plan.
But at first, we have 2 hours. Go. Does anybody have a better idea?
whistle.
What we do, the whistle to get out.
I think we take the whistle. Can the whistle get through the borders?
Yes.
I think what we do is we simply just do the brain transplant and then you whistle out of here.
Yeah. That's the easiest one. You're just trying to save your resources, but this is the scariest way to do it.
We haven't even gotten the sword yet. What if we need to get it and then get out of there?
What if the sword is in the place the whistle takes us to?
Wait.
The whistle's going to take us to Barovia.
No,
I'm continuing prep.
to another domain.
Oh, prep. Well, I'm taking more prep. By the way, I'm just saying that I'm doing prep.
Yeah, you're starting to like cleanse tools. And
Yeah.
There is a lot to figure this out.
I do want to just, before you do that, just since Merrick's is in the process of doing that, how's he feeling? Because he has never performed any kind of surgery like this before.
He is definitely feeling, part of the thing here is that he can't fix this situation. And she's talking about staying behind, which is sort of the ultimate failure, in his opinion, and sort of unthinkable. And essentially, he's just looking at this as, well, this is the thing I can do. And to a lesser degree, this is how I can beat her.
How is he feeling about his confidence in doing a brain transplant?
He is feeling basically like he's got to, so not confident. Like, I'm not just like, but he's like, I'm just going to have to, I'm going to have to figure out.
I will let you know. This is going to be a nigh impossible thing to do. It will be incredulously difficult. Mm-hmm. And you're going to do it twice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm going to start with Ava, unfortunately, but yes.
All right.
And I think, honestly, to a little thing, taking on an impossible task, this whole thing's an impossible task. This whole quest we're on is an impossible task. And there is a certain degree to which at least having, this is a science task. Like, that at least is where I can say, this is the thing I'm the absolute best at. If we've got any chance of sort of saving the entire multiverse here, this is the one problem I might be able to actually do. So I don't feel, I'm not like dismissing the ease of it, but I'm like, I'm going to give it my all.
Merrick's, not to be insensitive.
No, and I will tell you, this ain't going to be easy.
Perhaps we only do it once.
If we only do it once, does that reduce the time?
By an hour.
How's everyone else react to that?
What do you think?
Why don't we do Ava first?
So here's the problem. Because, I don't like saying it, but the issue is I'm also looking at her sick dad.
Yeah.
The shitty situation about this is, are we taking this girl with us? Even if I fix her, we're either leaving her in the laboratory and what? Oh,
she'll be recut up.
She'll be recut up. We can't. This comes back to the shitty situation. I want to do it, but you're right. We can't actually save all of them. We can't. So, yeah.
We can take both of them with us and leave them somewhere else.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know how I would interpret at least feeling perhaps about this, but what would I feel about giving Madame Ava a young body?
That's a very, well, okay.
Because she's a old,
yeah.
She's 200 years old. She's.
Here's the thing. If you woke up, looked in a mirror, and saw a stranger, what do you think that would do to your psyche?
If I was an almost 200-year-old, wrinkled, old, hunched-over lady, and I was suddenly in a 20-year-old, I'd be like...
No, all right. I don't believe so. So don't lose here. I think being comfortable in your own skin is the most important thing, and Ava would be comfortable with her.
Here is the thing. You may certainly do that. The question, surrounded by this laboratory of mad science, of life and death, is, do you have that right?
That's what I'm asking. I know how I feel about it. Would that Elise would feel about it, which is a no. But
I'm also I would ask that same question from the actual science perspective. Is, again, knowing the little I know, but having done this before, I assume, frankly, I've seen her do it a lot. I understand the theory of what she's done. Is it a principle of? On the other hand, the girl's in Ava's body.
Mm-hmm.
And at least not catatonic.
And
What I have done.
procedure would be easier because you are putting a brain in a body rather than just removing it and then replacing it. It would be an easier procedure. The time is the same. The DC is lower.
I have a question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that Victra's guidance on how to do it would lower the DC?
If Victor was helping explain how to do it, yes.
Okay, let's try something real quick. Shake her awake. Jog her.
Wait, are you going to detect thoughts to make sure she's telling the truth?
So I was gonna.
I'm gonna zone a truther.
So before we get there,
Just not say anything.
yeah, she's not forced to talk by zone of truth, and I feel like having someone literally guide, hey, should I cut this cerebellum or that cerebellum? It's probably a little rough. Now, the other possibility is we could make a wager of it. She said nobody could do this.
You could.
Yeah, but that was before she saw you.
I am not.
I know, but we might be able to play off of pride. Is all I'm saying.
I have dexterous hands and am a quick learner. Perhaps I can assist.
I'm sure you could assist.
Okay, make a wager of it, and I'm prize.
Just
then
try it.
Then we enact the thing.
We are making things too complicated. Just try it. I have faith in you.
What we're arguing is old brain, new body, young body. What? Actually, y'all shoes.
I say I'll bring old Bible bread.
Restore things as they were.
Yep.
I like that your plan mixed with my plan.
Mm-hmm.
We wake her up, we give her the wager. If you can put Ava's brain in the body, she opens the gates. If you can't, you get me and we enact my plan.
Do you think she would honor her word?
Yeah, that's the thing. What's in it for her and what's the compulsion?
Look, has anyone here loved before? Whether healthy or unhealthy?
Many times.
Then you know that fanaticism is something that cannot be duped. Her love for you, though negative, runs deep within her own, whatever she has in her heart. She will do anything possible to keep you here. No wager on pride. She is not run by pride. She is run by lust.
Nope, you're right.
Barracks, don't stoop to hysterics. With a flash and then you'll flex your skills. It's harder than it seems, but listen to my song and redeem. For what you mean to make the roll.
And also guidance, what is this, medicine or arcana?
This will be a medicine check.
Guidance medicine.
And I guess I'll be there handing you tools. So give it the best doctor.
All right. Skill in
Well, so as Merrick takes his tools and looks down at this impossible task before him, we'll have to see how it pans out in the next.
Oh my goodness. Can we just have more? Can time just